Hello and welcome to Keller Williams Unplugged. I'm your host, Lou Jaton. Let's take a look at what Keller Williams can do for you. On today's show, Melinda Watson will tell us about the types of mortgages that are available when purchasing a home. Then Leslie Heath wraps up part 3 of her series, Selling Family Estates. Are you torn between buying and renting? Charlotte Pierce shows you the positives of both. Okay, you have a contract on a home. Now what? Amy Brock will answer that question. And you don't want to hear the word termites. Crystal Jeter with the Jeter Group tells us why. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Keller Williams Experience Realty will guide you through the whole process step by step. Don't go away. Keller Williams Unplugged starts now.
My name is Melinda Watson, and in this segment we're going to discuss various types of mortgages. Not all buyers have the same needs, circumstances, or amount of down payment. You may be ready to purchase your first home, investment property, a farm, or in need of a bridge loan for that dream home before you sell your existing house. Let's listen to what mortgage relationship managers Janice Cleary and Leanne Adrian of Paducah Bank have to tell us about a few different types of mortgages, regardless of what your needs are.
Thanks, Melinda. We appreciate you having us today to talk about the different products that we have. We have a Paducah Pride program that is an excellent program. It's 100% financing, it's reinvesting back into our community, and the buyer just would have to pay the closing cost. It is income-based on that.
It is also in McCracken County. The property has to be here in McCracken County, and there is a $90,000 limit on the purchase price for that Paducah Pride loan, but it's great for first-time home buyers.
We also do FHA, USDA, VA loans. We have a 3% conventional loan, 5% conventional loan. Excellent products. We have all types.
Yes, we do, Janice. And one of the great things about our VA loan is it is 100% financing, and they don't have to pay that mortgage insurance. The USDA also, if it's in a qualified area and you have a qualified income, it's also 100% financing. The FHA is just 3.5% down.
We also offer construction loans, so if someone's out looking for land, we have a great product, a construction loan, and we set those up for 1 year. We also do bridge loans, and so if you find a house before you actually sell your home, then we do bridge loans, taking a second on your home you're in and a first on the home you're buying.
Those bridge loans are great too because you pay interest only for that 12 months, so it gives you a little extra time to find the perfect buyer for your home while you're in your new home.
The 3% Home Ready program that we have too, if you haven't owned a home in the last 3 years, then you are eligible for the 3% Home Ready, and that is an excellent product, and the PMI is actually lower on that product.
And one of the things we do need to do to get your PMI lower is you do have to take an online course. It's only $75 to take it, but that will reduce that PMI significantly, so it is a great program.
Mm-hmm. Well, we would love to have you to come in and see us, or if you have any other questions or anything, feel free to call our toll-free number, 1-800-575-5705.
Thank you again, Melinda, for having us. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to contact any of the loan officers at Paducah Bank. We'd love to have your business.
Again, our toll-free number, 1-800-575-5705. And thanks, Melinda. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Janice and Leanne, for that information. Remember, there are various types of loans, whatever your needs may be.
The last couple of episodes, we spoke to some attorneys about the importance of having a will, the importance of certain documents that you would need for your family to sell your estate. But today, I want to talk to you about what your agent is going to need for you who is going to be selling your property for your family. Now, the first thing is always very hard to talk about. It's kind of hard to speak to someone and say of the documents that you need. But when you get ready to sell a family member's estate, there are several things that you need to make sure of. First thing, you want to get a copy of that will. You want to look at that will, make sure that in that will it says real property. Sometimes it just says properties of, and that does not mean real estate. So those words in that will are very important. If you've had your will drafted by an attorney, you're probably not going to have to worry about that because they know the importance of that as well. The second thing that you want to do is you want to look at the deed. Deeds are sometimes long and bumblesome and you don't really understand what you're reading there, but always get your agent to look over that. They can point out the things that's most important about selling the estate at that time. The next document that's really important and is very hard to ask for, but you always would need a death certificate. It has to be a certified copy. Now you can get those from the state. Most of the time, funeral homes who help you with estate planning, they have copies of those already. So you can just ask them for a copy. Your real estate agent does not need an original. A copy that's black and white is fine. But we do have to have that for our records. And the reason that we do that is so when we get to the point of the sale, the attorney doesn't have to go back and ask for it. And then the third thing that's important also is your probate documents and who was appointed as the executor of the estate. That can come in a lot of different forms, but that's just kind of to let you know, okay, this is the stuff that we need to start. A lot of times these things are not asked for until the house already has an offer on it and you're in the midst of going to the attorneys and getting ready for the closing. That's way too late for that. So here at Keller Williams, we try to be proactive and we try to sit down with you and let you know ahead of time, these are the documents that we need. Also, when you get ready to sell your family's estate, the house belongings are very hard sometimes to go through. So I try to meet with families and say, okay, let's all get what we want, let's move these things out. And also the decluttering of boxes and personal items. We don't want people going through the house to purchase the house and looking at all the neat memorabilia that maybe your loved one had. So all of that needs to be cleared out. If you need to put it in boxes or tubs, store it into the garage or something of that nature. So that's a few tips for you on paperwork and getting the house ready. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you, and we'll be right back.
When you're ready to make a move and you want peace of mind through the process, Leslie Heath, Western Kentucky's luxury realtor, is your choice. Leslie values time with her family, and she wants you to do the same. Call Leslie Heath with Keller Williams Experience Realty and let her work for you. Leslie Heath, Western Kentucky's luxury realtor, is your choice.
Melinda made sure that we had a home that suited our needs. She talked to us a lot about, what's a home with teenagers going to need to look like, and made sure to pay attention to our future as well as just our current needs.
Melinda, that we saw, it was going to be easy because she took care of everything.
She answered questions before we thought of them. She told us exactly what steps we were going to take. Okay, now this is when we do this is when we do that.
Melinda would say, send the form, sign here, that's all I had to do.
The cool thing about her too is she takes care of business. No question, she is our realtor now.
I'm Ricky Greenwell, a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent right here in Paducah, Kentucky. The TV and radio was full of save you money, discount insurance ads. Make no mistake, we're competitively priced, but we are selling insurance and personal service. If you call my office at midnight, you'll get my cell phone, not someone you can't understand or who really can't help you. We are Kentucky Farm Bureau, our family helping yours. We are big on commitment.
Are you in need of an HVAC system? Does your current HVAC system need to be serviced? If you answered yes, then it's time to call Williams Heating, Air, and Plumbing. You can be assured that we will get the job done in a timely manner. We also offer maintenance agreements. Make the right decision today and get connected with Williams Heating, Air, and Plumbing.
That's right, we do plumbing too. Are your drain lines clogged? Are you in new construction? Adding on to your existing home? Water heater just quit? Call Williams Heating, Air, and Plumbing today. We also offer 24/7 service.
A home inspection is a very important part of the home buying process. At Liberty Inspections, we thoroughly inspect the entire house, paying special attention to critical areas such as the attic and under the home. We are so confident in our inspections, we offer a buyback guarantee. If we miss anything during the inspection, we will buy the home back. At Liberty Inspections, we use the latest inspection tools, including drones, thermal cameras, digital photography, and reports delivered the same day. Call Liberty Inspections today and feel comfortable with your new home.
Little Tractor and Equipment Company. You've heard it from us. Now, hear directly from our customer.
What I enjoy about my Coyote tractor is the quality of the way the Coyote tractor is made, the power and the ease in which it operates. My experience with Little Tractor and Equipment Company was excellent. Anytime I needed them, they was right there on the phone and took care of anything I needed right on the spot.
Little Tractor and Equipment Company, North America's #1 Coyote dealer, with locations in Metropolis and Harrisburg.
Hello and welcome back. When it comes to buying versus renting a house, there is always a debate about which makes the most financial sense. Both sides make valid points, so it can be a bit confusing. A common argument for buying is, why would you pay monthly rent to a landlord instead of building equity in a home for yourself? In reality, there are many financial reasons why renting may be more compelling. You also need to make sure you understand whether you're even in a good position to buy a house. This is why before you consider purchasing, contact a mortgage lender. However, your finances aren't the only things to consider. You need to make sure your social, professional, and financial life is in order. Here are a few things to consider when you are making the decision on renting versus buying. Most people underestimate the true cost of home ownership and what it will be. There seems to be a widely held belief that buying a home always makes more sense than renting. You often hear that every dollar you pay in rent is a dollar you'll never see again, while buying a house is a great investment. In certain situations, this statement can be misguided. Paying rent isn't always a waste of money. It's true you won't see your money again, but you are getting something in return, a place to live. You can put money aside while renting for a down payment on a future purchase of a home. When you do purchase a home, you'll be spending money on interest payments, taxes, and other fees. When it comes to thinking about the true cost of home ownership, you'll need to have realistic expectations of all the related expenses. At first glance, a mortgage payment might be less than your current monthly rent, but your mortgage is just a portion of true home ownership. You will need to think about the maintenance and repairs associated with owning a home. This might include the cost of new furniture, upgrades, or equipment like a new lawnmower. There are also the annual ongoing costs. These can be property taxes, utilities, or HOA fees. Renting might cost less after seeing the costs associated with home ownership. You might decide that buying at this time might not be your best option at the moment. You might also consider if you don't think you'll be living in your current home for at least 3 years, you won't want to purchase. For example, if you buy and own a home for 30 years, chances are the closing costs will be more than offset by the growth in the home's value. On the flip side, if you only own the home for 4 years, there is a much higher chance that the home's value won't have increased and potentially have decreased, and thus the closing costs and fees will mean you'll likely lose money on your investment. Additionally, the payments at the beginning of the term of a mortgage go disproportionately to the interest and not paying down the principal balance. That means building equity. This is the perfect recipe for a bad investment. In order to determine whether it makes more financial sense to rent or buy, you'll need to compare the total cost you'll pay when renting to the total cost of home ownership. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Are you thinking about selling a home on your own? Charlotte, what should they do?
Grab a pen and paper, find out your payoff, price your home, clean up and make repairs, stage your home, take professional photos, upload photos, put your home on the market, market your home, schedule showings, schedule open houses, negotiate offers, write a contract, hire an attorney or title company to complete closing.
Can you remember all that? Me either. Just call Charlotte Pierce with Keller Williams Experience Realty and let her list your home. I certainly would.
When selling or buying a home, Rob Pruitt of TRC Inspections is your #1 choice for a home inspection. Rob Pruitt is not only a licensed Kentucky inspector, he is a licensed termite inspector as well. You'll definitely be a satisfied customer when you call TRC Inspections. Rob Pruitt is known for having a construction background and over 25 years of inspection experience. When you hire TRC Inspections, know that they are thorough and quick on their reports. When experience counts, Rob Pruitt with TRC Inspections is the right choice.
Data Records Management Services feed your passion for family, friends, and any other that tears at your heart for more time. We take a paper-intensive industry and convert it digitally. From large map digitizing to volumes of confidential information, should you desire to store them in a climate-controlled 24-hour secure warehouse or permanently archive them, let the professional staff at DRMS show you how.
I'm usually on the road maybe Thursday through Sunday. Well, my dad had a piece of property here that we needed to sell. So the first one I called was Chris Colson. The level of professionalism that Chris and his team have is just next to none. Because it was, I kept going to it, Chris, what do I need to do? It's okay, I got it. You don't have to worry about it, and you know, without a doubt it's taken care of. When it was come time for me to sign the papers, I signed the papers and he hands me a check. Sold.
Three main things we guarantee at Bluegrass Garage Door: customer service, quality, and trust. Call Bluegrass Garage Door today for a repair or replacement on a new or existing home. Our team at Bluegrass Garage Door is upfront and honest with you from cost to completion and have been for over 20 years. Be assured that you are top priority when it comes to Bluegrass Garage Door. We strive to please every customer, and we will work hard to keep it that way. Bluegrass Garage Door. We do garage doors right.
Hi, I'm Amy Brock, and welcome back to this segment of Keller Williams Unplugged. You are a homeowner and have made the decision to put your home on the market. You call me, a licensed realtor, for a pre-listing appointment to get all your questions answered and to get the ball rolling. Once we have the sign in your yard and the listing active on our local MLS, your home begins to have some showings. And it happens. An offer comes in. How exciting! We negotiate together the best possible purchase price on your home, which can lead to an accepted contract. And then often I hear these two words: now what? As you may know, there is a lot involved in selling a home, especially in getting it prepared to put on the market. Once you have an accepted offer, the ball really starts rolling, and there's much to be done now that you have entered into what we call the contract to closing phase. Part of my job as your realtor is to sit close by you in all the phases of selling your home. I take my job very seriously because buying and selling homes can be somewhat of a stressful process. So lean on me and allow me to help navigate your sale so I can help remove much of the stress for you. The first step in this phase is the home inspections, which is usually a 2-week period. While the buying side sets those up, your number one job is to continue the upkeep of your home, making sure it's in tip-top shape with no real problems. Inspections can be very nerve-wracking for some sellers, but if you've maintained your home and continue to, there's little room for concern. While the buyers are doing their due diligence, this is a great time to take the room-by-room approach that we discussed prior to listing a step further. Perhaps you are downsizing because of the kids are all raised and you no longer need the extra room. Or the opposite could be true. You are busting at the seams because you need more space and will be moving into a larger home. There are so many reasons people sell their home, and no matter the reason, if you don't wait until the last minute, everything goes much smoother and is so much more manageable. The next step in the contract to closing phase is the appraisal. The lender for the buyer orders the appraisal, and you will be notified by your realtor of a date and a time that works for you. I suggest that you treat the appraisal like a showing. Once the appraisal is done, usually it takes a week or so for that to come back. As a seller, you won't be told what your home appraised for. All we will be told is, good news, it appraised. The closing date and time will be set, and I'll remind you to call the utility companies to have those transferred out of your name and into the new buyer's name effective on the closing date. I'll also instruct you on what to bring to the closing. I'm usually able to attend the closing with my sellers to help celebrate your successful sale. Stay tuned for more of Keller Williams Unplugged.
As a listing specialist in Western Kentucky, Amy Brock's hard work and dedication are evident when you hire Amy to sell your home. You can expect her to draw floor plans of your home by hand and see them turned into a master marketing piece. Your home will have its own professional featured listing booklet, another tool Amy uses to capture buyers. Her aggressive marketing strategy? Well, it's aggressive. Call Amy Brock to schedule your listing consultation.
I'm Amy Brock, and I am aggressive. Call me today.
I'm Ricky Greenwell, a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent right here in Paducah, Kentucky. The TV and radio is full of save you money discount insurance ads. Make no mistake, we're competitively priced, but we are selling insurance and personal service. If you call my office at midnight, you'll get my cell phone, not someone you can't understand or who really can't help you. We are Kentucky Farm Bureau, our family helping yours. We are big on commitment.
Are you in need of an HVAC system? Does your current HVAC system need to be serviced? If you answered yes, then it's time to call Williams Heating, Air, and Plumbing. You can be assured that we will get the job done in a timely manner. We also offer maintenance agreements. Make the right decision today and get connected with Williams Heating, Air, and Plumbing.
That's right, we do plumbing too. Are your drain lines clogged? Are you in new construction? Adding on to your existing home? Water heater just quit? Call Williams Heating, Air, and Plumbing today. We also offer 24/7 service.
A home inspection is a very important part of the home buying process. At Liberty Inspections, we thoroughly inspect the entire house, paying special attention to critical areas such as the attic and under the home. We are so confident in our inspections, we offer a buyback guarantee. If we miss anything during the inspection, we will buy the home back. At Liberty Inspections, we use the latest inspection tools, including drones, thermal cameras, digital photography, and reports delivered the same day. Call Liberty Inspections today and feel comfortable with your new home.
Little Tractor and Equipment Company. You've heard it from us. Now, hear directly from our customer.
What I enjoy about my Coyote tractor is the quality of the way the Coyote tractor is made, the power and the ease in which it operates. My experience with Little Tractor and Equipment Company was excellent. Anytime I needed them, they was right there on the phone and took care of anything I needed right on the spot.
Little Tractor and Equipment Company, North America's #1 Coyote dealer, with locations in Metropolis and Harrisburg.
Before we leave you today, we want to touch on termites and how they can affect your home ownership, how they can affect your purchasing, and the sales of your home. I want to discuss with you a little bit about what a termite is. Some of you may have seen those before. What I like to say is in our area, if you haven't seen one, eventually you probably will, because we get so many homes in our area that either have been affected by termites or they will be affected by termites. So kind of wanted to touch on what a termite looks like. Termites kind of look like flying ants. Sometimes you can see them crawling. Most of the time people will call and say that they're swarming. Hey Crystal, you've got my house listed, spring just sprung, and now there's these flying ants everywhere. Usually that's termites. Let me go ahead and cover some of the signs. So termites can actually create mud tunnels in your garage, along your crawl space walls. They look like just little mud tubes, and they come up from the soil and go up into those tubes, and then that's how they access all the wood structures of your home. You may even see some cracked or bubbling paint inside. The termites typically swarm. That's a really good sign that you have them. Doesn't necessarily mean that they've affected your property or that there's any damage, but that they could be living there and need to be treated. So we wanted just to talk a little bit with a professional about what to expect from termite prevention. So we have Tyler Hafford with Serval out of Murray and Paducah, who's going to touch base with you on the preventative measures for termites.
Well, we can do preventative measures treatments, and we do those quite often. A lot of people who buy a house, if it's never been treated for termites, or if they're purchasing a new home or even building a new home, we go out and do the preventative measures treatments to put an insurance policy on them so that, one, hopefully they never get termites, but if they do ever get termites, we have it under that insurance. So if we have treated it and there was no previous signs of termites before, we're able to put an insurance policy on it to where not only will we stop them if they ever do come up, but we will cover the damage that they did. So we'll replace it. But the biggest thing you can do is do an inspection every year. We really encourage people in this area to, if you don't have a preventative measures treatment, because those can be, you know, depending on the square footage, they can be kind of costly. But at least if you have somebody come out and check your house once a year, get in that crawl space or walk that slab or whatever, check the areas that termites are prone to come into, at least then if you do ever get caught with termites, hopefully you've caught them soon enough in that annual inspection that you don't have any significant damage.
Thanks, Tyler, for all the great information about termites. I know that those aren't friendly creatures that we like to deal with most of the time, but unfortunately, we do have to deal with them. So we appreciate you taking the time today to give us some tips on prevention and how to get those treated. At the Jeter Group of Keller Williams Experience Realty, we specialize in providing an exceptional real estate experience, focusing on our clients' needs and wants. Our team offers a variety of services, including residential, land, commercial, and property management. So whether you are buying your first home, selling a farm, or investing in commercial or rental property, you can trust that one of our professional team members will be there right beside you to guide you through the process. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, let the Jeter Group help you seal the deal.
When selling or buying a home, Rob Pruitt of TRC Inspections is your #1 choice for a home inspection. Rob Pruitt is not only a licensed Kentucky inspector, he is a licensed termite inspector as well. You'll definitely be a satisfied customer when you call TRC Inspections. Rob Pruitt is known for having a construction background and over 25 years of inspection experience. When you hire TRC Inspections, know that they are thorough and quick on their reports. When experience counts, Rob Pruitt with TRC Inspections is the right choice.
Data Records Management Services feed your passion for family, friends, and any other that tears at your heart for more time. We take a paper-intensive industry and convert it digitally. From large map digitizing to volumes of confidential information, should you desire to store them in a climate-controlled 24-hour secure warehouse or permanently archive them, let the professional staff at DRMS show you how.
I'm usually on the road, maybe Thursday through Sunday. Well, my dad had a piece of property here that we needed to sell. So the first one I called was Chris Colson. The level of professionalism that Chris and his team have is just next to none. Because it was, I kept going to it, Chris, what do I need to do? It's okay, I got it. You don't have to worry about it, and you know, without a doubt it's taken care of. When it was come time for me to sign the papers, I signed the papers and he hands me a check. Sold.
3 main things we guarantee at Bluegrass Garage Door: customer service, quality, and trust. Call Bluegrass Garage Door today for a repair or replacement on a new or existing home. Our team at Bluegrass Garage Door is upfront and honest with you from cost to completion and have been for over 20 years. Be assured that you are top priority when it comes to Bluegrass Garage Door. We strive to please every customer, and we will work hard to keep it that way. Bluegrass Garage Door. We do garage doors right.
Well, that's it for this episode of Keller Williams Unplugged. Be sure to join us next week. Remember, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, be sure to give Keller Williams Experience Realty a call. We're glad you joined us today for Keller Williams Unplugged. We'll see you next week.